fellow Shades, we're your host Shadow Waiting Kinda Clever, and this is Post Shadow, where we're gonna bring you back to what was this question, because I don't remember either, so here you go.
Also, you could start hearing other people's thoughts, and the person next to you is talking about mugging you and stealing your money. Actually, pick them up. Don't think about mugging you is a good idea.
Beating them up
I
doesn't
do
sound,
number
like, if
two,
you
because
do one,
the fear factor that number two brings with it is way larger than like anything else.
I think one is the
Get away
dumbest one.
from it, ignore it.
I think, because, like, well, actually, no. One is the stupidest, because it's like, if you start beating him up, then you're the bad guy. It doesn't matter if he thought he was...
Yeah, then you're the bad guy.
One's the
Because
worst.
even if somebody thinks about doing something bad, doesn't mean that they actually were going to, right? Like, there's that, and...
The fear factor might work
Get away
on
from
them,
this
but at the same time, couldn't it also be the same thing of, like, being like, okay, now, couldn't that be the set them off the edge to actually do it, you know?
But think about this. Like, think about the situation behind that. Yeah, I guess that's a possibility. But if you're just in your thought, right? You're minding your own business. You're just in your own head. And then somebody turns to you, looks at you, and says what you are thinking was a dumb idea, or that it would be dangerous. Like, that's like a bad idea would insinuate, like in this situation, I don't think it'd be a good idea to mugging me. Now this person's probably shitting themselves, because now not only did you read their mind and know what they were thinking, but you're straight up, you had the balls to warn them of it beforehand, which means that they know that you know, they also know that you somehow fucking read their mind, and like there's a lot of things that go into that that's just way more important for the fear factor,
I think it's more,
in my opinion.
I do see what you're
a lot
saying,
better.
and it would be quite the mindfuck, but personally,
And if you get away quickly, that person might just be waiting for you to get away as quickly as possible so they can single you out.
Well, it doesn't say you're gonna be, like,
Just because
you're, like, it's not
it doesn't say that you actually do get away. No, it doesn't say that like you will get away. It just says that you're trying to like get away. Basically, is what
get
this
away
feels like.
from them as quickly as possible. But the thing is that
it's like the action of what you will do.
You're purposely gonna make sure to stay out in the open, or at least I know I would. I purposely would stay out in the open so they couldn't.
Right, but even if you realize that muggings happen out in the open all the time, right?
No, well,
it's like where muggings happen.
I mean, I'm more specifically like when I could keep an eye on anything coming toward. Well, specifically, I know that this person is going to do it, so I can watch out for that one person. And two, I know
you can
that
keep an eye on that person.
And I would.
Well, how do you know that? Like, just because you keep, if you have an eye on them, that means that they're like en route for fucking your shit up. Like, you don't want to get to that situation either. How do you know you're gonna get a? Right, but if they see you looking back, they could just, like, that could make them want to rob you even more. Like, that's not stopping them. The third isn't stopping them from mugging you. They could still get you at any point. It's just that you're trying to get away from them.
I think the third one's the best one, because
the second one's not guaranteed, but it's the best way to stop it without it happening in the first place. The third one, it's already in the process. You're just hoping you aren't going to get caught at some point in the future. This one could have them rethink their entire life.
Because the third one's not like
being preemptive about it is better.
Running away from them.
Yeah, you're running away, and running away won't fix the problem. But if you were to try and fix it from the start, that might make them.
Who says the mugger is healthy? For all we know, they just came out of McDonald's and was like, "Fuck, I need like $1."
Right. I'm not saying that. I'm just.
Okay.
All right. You understand what I meant. Anyways, they accidentally killed someone, and they don't want to go to prison. Okay.
I would help them. I'm helping them. Because, honestly, I don't trust the system. Because people get accused from wrong things too commonly. And I couldn't be like, oh, it's fine. If you're innocent, you're innocent. It's like, no, that's a very
No, just because you're innocent doesn't mean that you... Yeah, if just because you're innocent doesn't mean that you're safe.
Yeah.
especially from being prosecuted for a crime that you never committed. There's hundreds. There's probably no. There's millions of people in the American prison system alone
Mhm.
that are in jail for shit that they never did. So, I mean, I think the statistic is 400,000 people that haven't even been like to court, but they're in jail currently.
I'm definitely
So,
one.
like one would be a thing, but like if the authorities still find the body, then now you're an accomplice and you're still going away with them. I tell them that they're on their own. I won't wrap them out. I might give them advice, but I'm not actually gonna get directly involved.
I think of this as if you came to my door and I totally cover your ass. Mostly because we have
Right.
similar situations.
If you came to my if you came to my door and said that you accidentally killed someone, I'm like, hey man,
Fuck.
you probably want to get some acid. Alright, good luck. Bye.
You're driving in your car.
You're driving your
run over
car.
someone.
Accidentally run
You're
someone
pretty
over.
sure
Pretty
that
sure okay,
they're
but
okay, but the
head is
fact that
clearly detached
their
from
head is clearly detached
Yeah.
from their body. Wait, how can they be pretty? Why? Oh, we're pretty sure. I see. Okay.
You're pretty sure that they're okay, but the fact that their head is detached from the body suggests
Sure,
that
yeah.
that's a bit of wishful thinking. I
Okay.
turn myself into the
What
authorities.
would I what would I do for this one? It's like I'm not turning myself in. I don't think trying. Ooh, I kind of want to do. Ooh, I kind of want to do four.
See, if you turn yourself into the authorities, you could honestly just say, "Hey, I was just driving, and this person was in the middle of the road." I mean,
Yeah.
and that's not necessarily wrong for the question either. So
No.
that's not a crime either. It's more on that person for being in the middle of the road.
No, I guess you're right.
So
Because if yeah.
if you're hiding the body, then like you're somewhat like
I'm trying
you're
to think.
responsible.
Would it be
Like
different?
it's somewhat
Like because the
intentional.
3 or 4, right?
If you're driving if you're driving away, then there's also the nobody somebody could possibly have seen what you did, but that's still a driveway. You're still the one in the wrong there. And then this one is also the same thing as like
Aren't you
all
still
the
in the
others.
wrong
But
in
turning yourself
two?
into the
But
authorities is the only
but
one that makes sense.
because assuming you're in the you mean in the wrong in the sense that you look like you're in the wrong, not that. Okay, I thought you were saying that
No, not that you're like actually in the wrong. But like if you try to hide the body,
yes,
that's hiding the
that's
fact that
suspicious
you
as hell.
did
I do
even
get
if
that
it was
one.
like even if it's not your fault. Even if it's not your fault, if you hide the body of someone's death, that is illegal.
Yeah.
But if you're just
And
driving and they're in the middle of the road and you hit them, I feel like that's more on them in the middle of the night.
yeah, okay, I'll agree with you.
So,
I'd say two is the I'll
drive-by
agree with
is
you.
the same
Because
problem with 4.
the driveway I thought was the next best because it's like if you don't move the body and sure it's a
Yeah,
hope, but
it is kind of the next best.
But I wouldn't
Somebody
want.
could
I
have seen
couldn't
what you
call
did,
you. Could you imagine just calling
it's
you?
also
It's
this
like,
is an issue.
hey buddy, what would I do if I ran over somebody? It's just like
You turn yourself into. I'm watching you. Cool. Interesting how that played out. I think this is the next portion of our
I
test.
don't think I'm gonna commit to an answer to that. I'm gonna save that for when I do play. Like, cause honestly, I can't really decide.
Would you rather questions?
Oh, it's those
Imagine
questions.
you've got a gun to your head and you actually must choose an answer. Lovely. No matter how uncomfortable that may be. Let's get started, shall we?
Oh
Would you
yes.
rather be loved by all or feared by all?
Loved.
Oh, loved. I mean, that's an easy. Would you rather be never get angry or never get jealous? I'd rather
Jealous.
never get angry. Would you rather be held in high regard by your parents or by your friends? My friends.
Yeah.
I didn't come into this world for their approval. Came into the world for my own. Would you rather live in space or under the sea? In space! Fuck the ocean. Would you rather donate your body to
I
science or
prefer
donate
the
your
ocean.
organs to people who need them?
Um,
I mean, I'm
wait,
not really
hold on.
I'm not that
Hold on, if you
interesting
do
into
science, wouldn't
science.
it be for everyone technically. Like if you think about it, if you
No,
donate
when
your
it says for science, if you're donating your organs for science, what that means is you're legally allowed, like, people are allowed to experiment on your organs, like,
but
or
wouldn't
blow
that
them
help
up,
people as
or,
well, like to find things out?
I mean, it depends. I think there was a time where, this, one time,
Uh huh.
fucking, this one lady, like, had it to where her dead body was, like, to be, like, donated
Uh
for, like,
huh.
organs and whatnot, but she was still supposed to have a funeral, and I think her corpse was just straight up blown up by the government. I forget what
Okay.
the situation was. There's some story like that
So
where
what are you
it was
choosing?
like someone who donated. I'm donating to people who need it. I'm
What
not
if
like my body's
I
not
just had
interesting
this
enough for
idea? What
science.
if when it said people who need it and they just teleport you to an island full of deserted people? It's just like they needed
Nice.
it. uh, go to
Would you rather
jail
go
for
to
five
jail for
years.
5 years, something you didn't do, or get away with something horrible you did, but always live in fear of being caught?
I would say live
I
in
mean,
fear.
something horrible I did. But like horrible is subjective, so the most horrible thing I could do, like in my opinion in this situation, um,
Kill someone.
fucked up someone's economic plan. Fucking kill someone.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't think
what?
I'd kill
Cause
someone.
it.
I don't know
Well, I
what
mean,
I'd do
you
that would.
taking
What would I do that would be so horrible? The most
killing
horrible
people.
thing I can think
Because
of
I thought the whole thing about you is
that
that
that I would
you would
do.
hate. Well,
It's
well,
something
supposedly
that
you could
something
do
horrible that
anything.
you did. The first one you didn't do anything, but the second thing is that you did do something horrible and you're gonna get away with it no matter what. You're just in fear of being caught. So it's get away with doing something but live in fear,
Yeah, I'm
or
definitely in
like,
fear, but I'm
and
just
also
thinking,
live
what's the horrible thing you did? I thought it was murder because it's like you would hate to take
exactly.
away the future of
Well,
someone
that's the
else.
thing. I would. That's something I'd hate to do, and that is horrible. But like, there's many things that could be horrible.
Well,
So
yes,
that's just like
it's
this is
we all know
unrelated.
we all
It,
know horrible is by no means is it like everyone's equal in what believes is horrible. I'm just saying for you, horrible would be
right.
killing someone because you're taking
Okay,
away a
about this.
future
What if
that
I
could be
said,
so great.
or get away with shitting your pants, but you'll always live in fear of being caught.
Well, I
Like
mean,
there.
it's not that
Now
hard to get
it's
caught when you shit
ridiculous
your
and
pants.
funny.
It's funny,
I
but I
know
mean, it
the
doesn't
type
change
is
the
fucking
question.
funny. Like you'll
You're
never
being
get
caught.
caught though. You'll never get caught shitting your pants. That's actually kind of funny. I'm going with that one. Would you rather work at a
Alright,
horrible job that
murderer.
you hate, retire comfortably in 10 years? Or would you rather have your dream job but have to work
I
until
don't
the day
know.
you
What are we
die?
doing right
I'd
now?
rather
I'm not
work until
sure.
the day I die.
I don't know. What would you say?
I'd rather work till the day I die.
Yeah.
I like 100% easily.
No one said
Like
work
I can
is
understand
bad.
the retirement in 10 years. Like the retirement in 10 years is fine,
I
and
mean, no
only
one
working
says you're
for 10 years,
comfortable in
that's very
retirement.
good.
No one says you're comfortable.
That's the thing. Right. But this
No, you
it
are.
says
No,
retire
in this
comfortably.
specific, yeah, you are specifically
It says retire
okay.
comfortably.
Okay.
Okay, but like but comfortably probably just means like you're not worried about finances. But overall, I'd rather be dirt poor and work the rest of my life, but have a dream job and do like what I
Well, I
actually
was
want
just
to
thinking
do,
if it
which is
just
help
said you get
people.
to retire after 10 years of work, I was thinking it's like, oh,
Right.
well, retiring doesn't mean it will be good because retirement is not exactly the best, you know? It's like plenty of people
Oh God.
are in retirement but can't pay for shit, you know? And it's not
What a
exactly the
nightmare.
best.
Bro.
Would you rather.
This is the true
Wait, what?
this is the hardest
Huh?
thing to
What does
answer.
it say? I'm
This is
so
the hardest
confused.
question.
Would you
Would you
rather.
rather every shirt you wear ever just be itchy, right? Every shirt you wear is like that itchy sweater that you always hate. Or one-ply toilet paper. That toilet paper, that shitty shit that they use in
I'm doing itchy
schools
shirt
and
because
whatnot.
it would make the most interesting dance ever of you just like itching all over and you just look like you're doing like the most
Oh,
weird
oh
dance ever.
no.
I would fucking love that
Bro,
shit.
if I was itchy shirt, I would become a nudist. I'd never wear a shirt again in the rest of my life if it was itchy shirt. I'd have to use one-ply toilet paper. I just buy a shit ton of it and fucking roll it to the point where it basically becomes two-ply. Unfortunate, but
I
I'd
mean,
have to
that
use
is the
one-ply.
logic behind
That's
certain.
like the
That is the
hardest
logic
question.
behind certain, like,
Right.
for certain people.
Rather have skin that changes colors depending on your moon, or tattoos that appear on your body that depict what you did yesterday. So if I just had a fucking major orgy with like 20 people, I'm just gonna have like
Wow,
20 people's
hold
naked
on,
bodies
give
on
me a
me?
second. Who is this? I didn't realize he's so adventurous to actually.
I'm suggest like an extreme suggestion. You understand my point? It's like an extreme thing. Like, would that appear on my body? I wouldn't want that.
From my
I'd
understanding,
rather
what it
like
says,
be
so
obvious to read of like
specifically
how
what
I'm
I
feeling.
imagine, right, is it only would depict what you did. So, like, what I imagine, right, is that it just is a very compromising tattoo
It's
of you.
just you with. It's just you, very compromised. Like,
Yes.
oh my god, in like multiple different positions. All right, never mind. We're continuing on. We're continuing. Color change the skin. Anyways,
I'm doing
would
the
you rather
tattoos
shit
because
every time you
if
organize?
you wear clothes, it's not that hard to hide tattoos. Like, who says
Oh
that
my
you're
god, I
assuming that
love
tattoo
this.
is
I
gonna like
love this.
appear on like your forehead or something. Like
Oh,
that like
right, right.
assuming that
I
every part
don't.
of your body has the same amount of odds of working. Like, there's so good
Well, what
odds
if
for
it's a
it
full
being
body
covered up.
tattoo? What if it's a full body
Well,
tattoo,
no,
right?
because then it couldn't get
Then what?
everything. It wouldn't cover. If it was the whole body, then it wouldn't be able to do. It wouldn't be able to say everything you did yesterday. It only. So it only. It
Well,
only had to
wouldn't
be.
it be a full body tattoo if it said everything? If it had to say everything, then wouldn't that be enough to
No, it would
cover
just be.
your whole
I mean,
body?
it would be a lot of pictures, but you could cover up a lot of pictures easily.
Yeah, but some of that would still appear all over you. And what if, like, if all those pictures were considered like one tattoo, like one full body tattoo? Then that's also different.
Plus, the other thing you have to consider is that you're not doing.
Also, I love this
You're
question.
assuming you're in an orgy, but you're not an orgy. You don't even. I doubt you would even.
I'm not
You're not.
even saying.
Like, you don't do anything that's
I've been
very
invited to a couple.
exposing. And if you do, it's only one or two
I've
things.
been invited
So
to
if
a
you think
couple. I
about
just
it,
turned it down.
if you think about it, the
Oh,
odds
like
of it giving you
overall,
an
my
exposing item, like something that's really bad, that's on an uncovered space
right.
on you,
My
is
point
so
is,
unlikely.
my point is, we don't know if it will, like, if it is a random thing or if it is a full body tattoo. Like, it doesn't say if it's just because a single tattoo could be a full body tattoo,
But
right?
then would they be able to get the full picture if you're
So
covering up 80% of it?
it doesn't matter if like if some of the pictures are just like individualized but like mixed in together, and it's that. It'd still be like, I just don't want that. I'm just not into it.
I just think changing
And
skin would
besides,
be more
I would.
concerning. Like, could you imagine you're out at a restaurant and you just start changing colors? Like, I could totally see you freaking out people.
Like, I start fucking right like caramel dancing, like it just starts I'm like a flashlight, just boo doo 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 doo. All right, whatever. But like
would you rather shit
I
every time you orgasm?
shit every time you
Or
orgasm every time you see a dog.
I'm orgasming when I see a dog. I don't care. The first one is.
I mean,
The
honestly,
first one is worse.
the first one's yeah, it is kind of worse because that just ruins any mood.
Yeah.
And this one you can kind of hide. This one
Yeah.
feels like a medical side effect
Yeah,
more than it is
seriously.
like any.
And if anyone
Or, like,
questioned you about it,
anything
you could
else.
just deny it. Like, no one could
Right.
theoretically know. You could just,
Honestly, I'd rather
like, have the biggest poker face
say
ever.
I pissed myself. Yeah, if your pants showed
So-
wet or something, you could say I pissed myself. As far as switch
So,
body with one of
this
your
is a big
parents, the
question.
only way to get them switched
This
back
is
is
a
to
big
have.
question.
Oh my god. Would you rather have sex with your partner in your parents' body or have sex with your parent in your partner's body? The fuck's wrong with this? Seriously, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It will. I'm pretty
Well,
sure.
since it's not actually making
It's
me
a
like
fake-
choose
yeah,
an
it's a
answer
fake
for
answer,
this,
So choose whichever one you want to say.
just answer the question. Okay, if it's gonna make me answer, this is gonna be hard. Oh wait, it's my parent?
Yes.
I thought it was their parent in
No.
my partner's body.
It's both.
Oh my god.
It's both your like.
It's
Either way.
I thought it was like my partner's parents in
No.
my partner's
I mean,
body,
wouldn't
or
that
my
necessarily
partner
make it
in their
better by any
body.
means, if you think about it?
No, it doesn't. But if it's my parents, then that's, oh god, partner in my parent. Oh,
I'm going top. I'm going top. Easily.
I gotta go top because the second one's just like it'd be way too worse. And at least
Wait
this
a
is
second,
like
I just had an idea.
almost.
What
My
if,
god,
okay, I've got an idea. What if the parent was a skeleton? Like, how would you have sex with a skeleton?
I'd bone down a skeleton. Fuck yeah. Hey, I was just curious. We've answered enough of these questions. I'm sure you agree. We're going to end the test with a short series of final questions.
Oh my
Giving
god.
short answers. Get started now. Alright, let's hurry up. Out of the following options, which number do you like most? I don't like any
11.
of these. 46. Out of the following options, which color resonates the most with you at the
Green.
exact moment? Black. Out of the control options, which creature makes you the least comfortable around?
Snakes.
I'd say spiders. Like, scorpions are easy to notice. Spiders are too sneaky. Out of the following options, which flavor is your favorite? Mint.
Yeah, mint.
Out of the following options, which you value the most? Freedom! Easily.
Money.
Like, as soon as I saw this, it was immediately freedom. Out of the following options, which could you most live without?
Most live without. I
So
could
which
live without.
So basically,
I could
what
live
could I
without-
live without?
I could live without family.
Like immediate family, or just like
I
does
assume
this
all
prevent you
family.
from like having your own?
I assume like your entire
if this
lineage,
prevents you,
your entire
like my
previous
lineage?
Like anyone in your
Oh, my
family tree does
pre-lineage,
not
like-
exist.
like-
anyone in your family tree does not exist anymore.
Okay. Is that like that's different? Like, I thought it was like, is it that, or is it like, am I also like prevented from ever having a family?
No, I think that
Like, can I not have kids?
Ooh, that is a good.
Can I like not like have?
Okay.
Can I not have a girlfriend? Because is a girlfriend
Well, no, a
like
girlfriend's not
I
family.
consider that family. I consider that the start of a family.
Okay. Good wordage.
I believe
because
that
I will
a
say-
romantic
I will say
relationship,
that could have
a
been
girlfriend
so great.
relationship, a romantic relationship is the beginning of a family. I'd say yes.
It's the beginning
And I'd
of
say
one,
that a
but
romantic
when you
relationship,
say they're
even just
equivalent, it
those
was
two alone,
disconcerting, that's all.
I'd say that a family of two can exist. I feel like that's still a family.
I know. Well, but then they would go into the friends category, and so no, I would say personally, I'm family.
You can live
'cause
without
honestly,
money.
I don't care. I mean, I'm not against kids, but at the same time, I don't. It's not a necessity for me.
It's not even right, and for me, I see it as like a girlfriend or a wife. Like that's just as much as family.
No.
Like
What the
that
fuck?
is a household family. Okay, your father and your mother, right? Are they family?
Yes, but I'm not screwing either.
But they're
of them.
married. No. I'm not saying like to you necessarily, but like, were they family before you were born?
No.
They weren't. So they were just.
I'm just saying. Okay, let me just
Like,
tell you this. Let me tell
would
you
you
this.
cons-
You calling your
A
girlfriend
girlfriend is
family-
absolutely family.
Calling your girlfriend family makes me think of incest. That's all I'm saying. Not that I'm against it. Just you calling your girlfriend family
I feel like
is
that's.
making me think that.
I feel like that's on your brain, man. I feel like that's just what's on your brain.
I feel like if you said if you said to most people,
A girlfriend
you
is not a
girlfriend
friend.
as your
Because
family.
this is two things. Would you consider your girlfriend just a friend, or would you consider
There
her
are
your
levels
family,
of
the start of
friends.
your future,
there
your
are
family?
literally levels of friends. That's not even a joke.
A girlfriend's not a friend anymore. A girlfriend is a romantic
they are the
interest.
Best version of
A
your
romantic-
friends.
A romantic interest isn't a friend anymore. That's
Yeah.
a relation. That's like a
A
romantic
relationship
interest.
with a friend.
romantic-
I,
A
they're not
relationship
family,
with a
they're
friend
considered
isn't a
family.
romantic interest. Would you consider your friends romantic interests?
Sure, totally. I would totally screw a friend. It's not that hard.
That's not my point. Oh my god. All right, whatever. Money is my answer, and a
Mine's
girlfriend is
family.
absolutely family because that's just very
Alright, alright,
fundamental,
alright,
basic
alright,
common sense.
alright, Italian mobster. By the family.
That's common sense.
No, really
Like
isn't.
romantic
I
relationships,
okay.
like
I
if
don't
they
know.
if
I
it
don't know.
becomes a family once they have a child,
Okay,
like
yes,
what was stopping them from
I
being
can
a
say
family
you could call
before?
that a family. But when you're talking about you and a
Is it?
girlfriend,
It's
if you say
only a family
my
when they have a
girlfriend is
child.
my family,
It's
then
only a
I would
family
say
if
you
they have a
need to
child.
give context because just hearing that makes me and I imagine
If
most
okay, let's say you
incest.
have a neighbor. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think let's say you have a neighbor, right? They don't have any kids, but
Uh huh.
it's just him and his wife. Would you
Yes.
consider that a family?
No.
You wouldn't consider that a family.
No.
You just consider a dude living with his wife to be just someone
Amazing
living with a friend.
friends. I don't. I like. Why can you not have? How can you not be
I
friends with them? Like you. I feel like you're not. You
I'm
can't
not saying
differ.
that they can't be friends. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they are different. I'm not saying that they can't be. I'm not saying that they're mutually exclusive. I'm saying that they aren't the same. And I'm saying that a girlfriend,
I didn't say
while
the
she
same
can be your
either.
friend still, is family because they're the
No,
romantic interest.
no, you don't have romantic interest with family though. That's the confusing part. Like you can
I'm not
have.
saying that you have romantic interest with family. I'm saying that they become family once you have romantic interest with each other. That's when you become family. It's
I
not that
feel. I feel
okay, I
like this.
consider
I
you
feel like we
family,
should
now
make a
let's start
poll. I
dating.
really want to make a poll on this because this. I'm
Over
not.
what
There's
are
no
you
way
talking
it's.
about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? You're saying calling your girlfriend because you are romantically interested in family like that.
Yes.
No,
I
I
would
don't think it's.
if I live someone romantically for the rest of my life and it's just me and that person, I'd consider that person to be my family. Yes. Have you never even heard the term found family?
Yes, I've heard of it, but found family, you're still
So
not
you
screwing.
just I didn't say you were screwing.
So you're not screwing your girlfriend.
That's not what I said either.
Oh my god.
What I said, you're just taking everything I said out of
I
context,
feel like you're
man,
being
and just like
semantics
trying
here.
to put words in my mouth.
No, I'm
You're
not.
putting words in my mouth.
I'm
You
telling
really
you my
are.
ideas. I'm telling you my ideas. My idea is that you can have a friend. Like, it's not devaluing her. I'm not saying that she's not important. I'm
I'm
not
not
saying that
saying.
they mean that.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm saying is it's no longer a friend if it's a romantic interest. If it's romantic, then it's a closer relationship than what a friend is. Even a best friend. That's not a layer anymore because it's just a different kind of relationship. Your relationship with your mother is not the same with your brother. Your relationship with your girlfriend's not the same with your friend.
Yes, it's gonna be different. I just
You understand? Yes,
attaching
it
the
is
girlfriend to the
entirely.
thing.
It's a different kind. It's a different kind of
I
relationship
think it
entirely.
scares. Personally,
So
I
under
think it
that
scares.
context, since it's no longer the same relationship as just being friends, because you're just friends, you're friend zoned or whatever, that's different from having just actually being intimately romantically connected with someone. That person then becomes family. That's the premise of what builds a family is the fact that two people want to be a family together and then they will eventually be together and possibly have kids. Having kids doesn't make a family or not because if there's
I
just
think
difference
the
in
only issue I have
relationship.
is that if someone says family and or is
No,
like
the
someone
issue you
says
have
no,
is that
listen,
when
I'm
you
not
think
arguing.
family
I'm
because
not
you don't have
arguing.
a girlfriend, you
I'm
have a
not
mom.
arguing. I'm
You
not
have a
arguing.
mom and you don't have a
I'm making
girlfriend.
a statement. I'm making a statement. All I'm saying
Okay,
is
what's your
that
statement?
my statement is that when I hear someone saying they have a girlfriend who they consider as family, I go to incest, which I don't disapprove of by no means. I just
Well, I
know it's
feel like
highly
that's
frowned
your
upon.
degenerate brain. Again, that's just your degenerate brain. It's not frowned upon. It's gross because it's frowned upon because it's gross and just unhealthy. But anyways, my point being is that I didn't say necessarily like I didn't say it like that. you are the one who put it like that, but that's not how I said it. All I said was that the relationship is different, and I'd consider someone that I'm romantically interested in who is now above the step of a friend, which was the only other option for relationship there, like friend or family. Those are the two things. Someone is either your friend or they are your family. And if you're beginning to start a family with someone, then that is no longer just a friend. That is your lover. That is your family. It's not so much of like this is. I don't even know how you got incest out of that. Like
How? Because
it's like
because
once
being
you
your
marry into someone, like what about a stepbrother, a stepbrother? Is that no longer like that's why step things exist, is because you are family with like the people you marry, the family you married into. If you have a girlfriend, if I were to marry my girlfriend, right,
uh
then her brother would be my brother-in-law,
mhm
right?
mhm
So legally I'm family with him, like I'm family with him
mhm.
just automatically because of the relationship I had with his sister. It doesn't have anything to do with us being related firsthand or not. It's just the nature of that relationship. That's where you're getting really way off and confusing me. It's just like, where are you even getting this idea? It's just that I think it's because a mixture of things.
I would, yeah, I would just. The only reason I
Anyways,
immediately said family I could live without is because I see friends as tiers, and each tier you could act differently with, right? You could have like someone that you're friends with
right?
just because you both work in the same
That's a
place, right? And
well,
but I would see
that's
as your
different
girlfriend
because
as like
that's
the
still all
highest
just
tier,
that's
where you have no
generally friends.
filters, or or you have limited filters, and you're your truest self with them.
No,
But I
all right,
still see them as a
all right.
friend.
Well, then, are you dating them, or are you
Yes.
just friends with benefits?
No, I'm dating them, and I'm still gonna say we're friends. I'm not gonna say we're only friends,
Well,
but we can also be friends
you
and
can
dating.
still be friends. Well, yeah, I'm not saying that you can't either. That's not at all what I said. In fact, I said that
Yes.
that's the
Uh huh.
exact opposite of true
Mhm.
multiple
Yes.
times.
True.
What
Mhm.
I said was that just because someone is a friend doesn't mean that they can't be family. And also, like, that relationship, whether you like it or you see it as that or not, you are family if you are in a romantic relationship. I mean, it's confirmed through law by marriage, right? So you would have to technically get married first. But if it's your actual, like, if let's say your girlfriend is who you were to be with for life, then she's still your family. She's your
Mhm.
future family. Like if you were to have a child with her, then you are the father and mother of a child, and that is still family. But nothing's changed. You're still friends with her and everything. But that's it doesn't change the fact that she's family. Like my if I said my wife is my family, that doesn't sound strange, does it?
Your wife is your family.
If I say my wife and child are my family, is that strange?
Okay. Yes, if you include the child, it doesn't feel strange.
It doesn't feel strange if I include the child, but at the same
Yes.
time, it doesn't really feel strange if it's just the husband and wife. That's still a family.
Okay.
Like I've
With the
made
title
that.
of husband, yes, I would say family makes more sense. It's just when you're calling it girlfriend, that's when it like, and even if you are romantically interested, calling it family just feels off. Like
Well, if it's
you're
someone
leaping the
I'm
gun.
actually
That's all.
right, maybe a little bit. But if we have a connection that feels like it's going to go all the way to the end of our lives, and it's something we both want and have talked about, then yeah.
The following
Of
options,
the following
which are you
options,
most
what am I
afraid of?
afraid of?
Uh, Dying
Living forever.
immediately. Maybe, I'm not sure. I would
We're almost
probably.
finished. Just got one final question. You ever punched a nun? Yes, let's go! The fucking ultimate question! Ugh. No, I'm not. You really ought to try it sometime and really take the edge off. I'm sure, man. I'd love to try it. Alright, we're done here.
I think
Through
I
with
would
you.
have to say number two. I
Calculate
have
your
to say.
results
I'll
very
have to check
carefully.
in the
Don't want to
when
miss
I watch it
anything.
later.
Trying my absolute hardest not to judge you right now. Trying to keep this as professional as possible. Aha, there we go. Based on what you told me, I've come to a conclusion. It's what I personally believe would be in your best interest to acknowledge, set in motion, and accomplish in order to climb the ladder of happiness in your life. First and foremost, I like to start with a blanket statement that everyone truly needs to hear. Something that is taken for granted far more than anything else in life. Common sense. Something that is incredible, unique, irreplaceable value compared to any other thing in this earth. It's the value of time. Okay. Trust me, I'm not missing time. Trust me, I know I'm limited. It's the most valuable form of currency you'll ever hold in life. True. You can spend it on anyone, doing anything, for any reason. Okay, anarchist. Okay, now, time can be spent, it can be wasted, and it can be taken away. But it can never be refunded, it can never be earned back, and it can never be gained. Imagine a bank account, all the money you'll ever get to spend in life. Imagine not knowing how much money is in your account. Imagine going to the store one day to purchase something you really need, and the cashier tells you, sorry, but you can't afford that. As a matter of fact, you can never afford anything, ever again.
I'd be
So
like,
we only have so much time,
why do you
you
assume
know.
I can't work, lady? I could go
Right.
work.
Only. No, like. I think.
I know he's having a ton of dipshit. I was making the joke that if it was just currency, he's like, what, you don't think I can't work? Listen, we're an hour and 35 minutes into this shit, and you have to make a choice later.
Shush, okay. The fact that we got to decide to choose what we spend our time shows them how much truly special when someone spends their time on you. True. Now you understand the value of time. I'd like to make a suggestion for you personally on how I think about spending the time in order to achieve what you need to most in the current stage in your life. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, you gonna give me my loading? Very interesting, sure. Don't know if you know this or not, but you're incredibly talented. When I say talented, I don't mean in a simple, generic way. I mean you have a lot to offer in the world with your ability.
I know, he has the power to stop time and he doesn't do anything horrible, like manslaughter.
What do you gain from... Like, I never got that. If someone had the power to stop time, what do you gain from doing such hard things? Like, there's no gain.
I don't think... are you seriously asking me that question? Because I don't know. I'm just making the joke about, like, he asked you if you free time, would you do anything horrible?
I know. I'm asking in general, because, like,
okay.
I don't know why someone would.
You could be a total pervert. I'm just saying, like, I know people can be total perverts.
Okay.
Like, it's not hard to do horrible things when Frozen is
that I can see. I don't see any, like, personal gain out of it, though. Like, is there any actual positive to that?
Do you know how much fat material there would be after that? There would be so much he would never have to be pervy again.
Honestly, I'd guess if you see everything, you just stop being pervy. Anyways, my point is I did take that, and I just said that I'd just spend it to learn infinitely. That's it.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying what someone could earn from it, and it's just infinite fat material.
Deep down, the sort of talents you possess, but I don't think you're doing enough to make the world a better place by utilizing these talents. I don't think you're doing enough to make the world a better place by utilizing these talents to their maximum potential. Well, thank you, asshole. I didn't ask for your opinion on that. No, I think that you know that as well. Fuck you! My advice to you would be spend more time with others, whether it's your friends, your family, or random strangers. And use what you're good at to teach them a little bit of what you know. If you just took more time to help other people who aren't nearly as special as you are, let's be honest, not everyone is created equally. You just got the luck of the draw here. And you feel a lot more fulfilled by doing some great things for deserving people just by being you. You have no idea how many people out there would have so much to gain just from knowing you and experiencing what you have to offer. I'm sure every person has the ability to add that to someone else's life. And one day, they will return the favor when you least expect it. They'll remember that you spent time on them and how it made them feel. You'll have a reward for your emotional investment in them. Maybe. Never a guarantee, but overall do it anyways, because it's nice. And it's a nice feeling. I think you'll be very surprised just how much of a positive impact this can have on your life going forward. Hope this information helps you achieve your goals. Secret word is talented.
I gotcha.
Remember this.
Question.
It will come in handy.
Question.
Appreciated and talented.
Yes.
Yeah?
No, it's appreciate and talented.
You're right. I got it. Appreciate and talented.
Goddamn, where's my pen?
Comment use based on your
Where's my fucking...
working on.
Where's the writing tool? Oh, it's right here. Goddamn.
Oh no, it's you got this.
It's hard to get a pencil
One
out
more
of
thing.
the bag.
Really appreciate your feedback and support.
Okay.
And the test series will finally be revealed. So you know what this experiment's all about yet. We look forward to reading your thoughts and feelings and hopes our future projects make the most out of you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for everything you do, thank you for playing, and thank you for contributing your secret words to our projects. If you wish to support us further, blah blah blah, titles of other games, section
Can you
of
hold
the
here?
screen.
Hold here. Question. So there's two things I have to ask.
Right.
One, do you want me to break this in half? Because we are in an hour and 40 minutes.
Ah, shit. No?
Each one would be 50 minutes. I don't know what's getting to an hour and 40. In what episode?
I mean, there's 2-hour videos out there. There's playthroughs with 4-hour Let's Plays. Yeah, people can watch it if they're curious.
We aren't big enough to
Plus,
have,
it might be
to have
convenient
someone
to
who
do it in
falls
one day.
through. Like, I feel like you're overestimating people's interest in us. Like, I know we have some people coming back, but like, is it strong enough to go through an hour and 41 minutes? And after the conversation piece I brought up...
Does it... Dave, right. But does it really matter if they do immediately or not? First off, we wanted to do 3 videos with this anyways. And second off,
I just think it's
a
big
bit
ask,
under...
and it wouldn't be the worst idea.
It is a big ask, but we don't have to watch this one though, is the thing, right? They can, but it's up to them.
Oh, okay, I see.
Plus, they can also just skip, right? Like, and they can skip to the end if they really wanted.
Yeah.
But like overall, like if they just wanted to see like what our answer was, then sure, that works.
And the other thing is, this is just until you can get the chance, but can you please ask your girlfriend if she thinks you calling her family is weird? I just want her point of view, because I could totally be the one on the outs, which I could totally understand. I definitely
feel like you are. I definitely feel like you are, because I don't think anyone like has that same reaction that you just did. I'm gonna be real with you.
Well, I was confused for reasons, and I was trying, and it seemed like a solid idea. Now, when you add labels of husband and wife, that changes it, but you know, beforehand it was...
Well, I mean, what's the difference in the relationship except for legally between husband and wife and boyfriend and girlfriend?
More commitment?
Fundamentally, nothing really.
Probably time, more than likely?
No. Do you actually think that it actually makes a difference just to have a piece of legal paper? No.
Yeah?
No.
Yes?
There's no actual difference.
Sure
it's just that legally you're more bound. Dude.
There are so many...
Do you actually know anything about marriage?
There's a more...
Dude, a relationship in itself is a full commitment, especially one of this size. If you're not giving a full commitment in the boyfriend-girlfriend stage just as much as you would in the husband and wife stage, you're giving your full self 100%.
But
the amount of time wouldn't really be different. How would the amount of time change?
It would change because
if you live with someone.
So, question: are you gonna marry someone as soon as like? Because the difference between girlfriend and wife is that The wife you've probably known for years on end. The girlfriend you met could have been just 3 months ago. Are you really gonna marry them without, hanging out with them more?
Well, what if the girlfriend was years old? That's
What?
not necessarily always true. You're assuming that a wife is always long-term relationship goal. But sometimes there's people who will get married instantly, right? But there's also people who will spend their entire lives without marrying at all, but they'll still have that same relationship. The relationship itself doesn't change at all, and if you do, it's a bit ridiculous that you think so.
I don't think it's gonna change humongously. I'm not saying they're gonna act completely different. I'm just saying that...
Oh no, I'm not even saying the acting. There would be no difference, and the time itself wouldn't be different. Because think about it this way, if you're living with your girlfriend, right? Because you would before you married them, hopefully. Like, that's an obvious thing. You live with, like, you're already spending the same amount of time with them, because you're spending your daily lives with each other, and then whatever else you have to do within the day. And if you're married, you're spending your time with each other, or whatever else you have to do in the day. There's no difference there. The only difference is a piece of paper that says that you're closer, when in reality it's just really the same on a meaningless piece of paper. Now you can give meaning to this, but it itself is meaningless. It makes no difference.
I'm thinking of the fact that there's more layers. Like, if your girlfriend, if your boyfriend, girlfriend, there's less things you have to go through to uncommit. Well, if you're married, there's a lot more layers. And for someone maybe marrying, is a lot harder
to get uncommitted, to get uncommitted or whatnot, right? That is true that it's legally harder.
And I think
first off, but at the same time, does that change the fundamental relationship that it's harder to get out of it though? The relationship itself wouldn't change, but if you were to get out of it, all that would change is that it would be harder. Now, the reason that some people have an issue with marriage is because it is harder. Not necessarily that the relationship is different. It's the fact that the idea of marriage, especially in a country like America, can be scary because, like, marriage can be dangerous, especially without a prenup agreement. Like, without a prenup agreement, someone could take your livelihood. That is a legitimate issue in this world. So that would make someone nervous about, like, marriage things. It's not about, if I get married, it'll be a new form of commitment. There's no difference in commitment. If you're staying with a girlfriend, you're with that girlfriend because you're planning. You don't get with a girlfriend thinking, oh, we're only going to be together for a little bit of time. You get a girlfriend because you think, I can be with you for the rest of my life.
That's not exactly an impossible idea.
No, then that's not a girlfriend then. That's a player. That's not someone looking for a girlfriend. That's not someone looking for a relationship though. That's different. I'm talking about the fundamental relationship between a boyfriend and a girlfriend who genuinely are looking for a relationship in general. If they were to get together, but then like years later get married, their relationship wouldn't change. It's just that the process and the legal actions around the relationship would. But the fundamental process of their daily lives or what their relationship is like, there's no difference.
I just know that simple things can seem humongous, especially for me.
That's the thing. That's what I said earlier. Marriage is meaningless. Everything in the world is meaningless. You give things meaning. If marriage is a big deal to you, then yes, it is extremely meaningful and beautiful. But if you look at things at the fundamental level of what they are, marriage is literally meaningless. It doesn't do anything other than, like, say that half of your stuff could go to someone else if you split up. Like, that's the only difference. And that doesn't change a relationship.
So my only issue at this point is that I've never talked to anyone when it comes to really relationships.
I know, you've never had a girlfriend.
Well, no, not even specifically that. More like, no one I've ever talked to, and, well, actually, that's not true, actually. Only my guardians have talked about, and in those instances, I believed it as a fairy tale where it's like, it's never gonna happen. Don't play into the idea. And my system ecosystem, like my location,
Right.
everyone I've been
Oh, I can
around.
understand
It's
that.
never been
Oh,
an interest
trust me.
or
You
a
think
believable
you
thing.
think Oh my god, do you think that my childhood or life like actually
No, by
supported
no
the idea
means.
that this
I'm not
could happen
saying
at all?
yours is,
Oh,
mine's is
exactly.
darker. I just mean that my environment and all
Like,
my sayings have said
it
that
makes it feel
these
like
two things don't
right, it makes it feel
conflict.
like it's impossible. It makes it feel like it's unreal or that it's different in some way. When in reality it's not really different. It's not really any less or more likely than anything else. It's just something that could happen.
And
And
so,
the relationship is a give like you give your all to each other 100%, like no matter what point in the relationship you are. Otherwise you're not actually trying for a relationship, you're trying for a single like hit, or you're trying to like just get along, like just trying to like feel less lonely. You're not actually in a relationship, you're just with someone because you don't want to be alone. There's a difference between being with someone because you actually love them, and there's a difference between that and being with someone because you like the feeling of being with someone. There is a difference.
so then the other issue I have
Like,
besides the my ecosystem is that
right.
as you pointed out earlier, the gender. Why can I? How did I fuck up saying this so hard? Is
Traditional? Like what?
Oh, why can I say generous?
Degeneracy. Okay. The degeneracy in your brain.
Yes.
Okay.
Is
Oh,
that? So
I was no idea what you were saying.
Well, yes, that was the problem.
Right.
I couldn't even fucking figure out why I couldn't say it. I had the word in mind. You said it earlier, and I knew what I was speaking of. I just, for some reason, couldn't pronounce the fucker.
You're right, but degenerate.
The degeneracy that I've gotten from the internet has definitely tainted the word of family and friends.
It definitely.
My limited idea of
like,
what is with family, like you said.
Right. You have a very limit. You should always keep you should keep your ideas open. And
I try
two,
to, but I'm always confidently unopen. Unless if it's something that I've instinctually told myself no, like whenever it comes to respecting pronouns.
Like I need to focus.
Like if I ever don't know someone, I always like try to be as general, or like if I need to say specifically
like as
them, I will
neutral.
use general neutral,
They them. Mm-hmm. Right. No, it's completely fair.
But,
for me, I can understand that because I struggle with that as well. Degeneracy. Right. I feel like you should actually like look further into what interpersonal relationships can be. Personally, my man, I look into what those can be for you, and maybe take a real look, assess yourself on that. Because there is no solid. Right. There's no solid like answer to anything. Just try your best, hope for the best, work for the best, and do your best. And that's all you can do. That's all there is.
Oh man, I was hoping I would have caught you right at the end where it's like, okay. Alright then, fuck my second answer, my second question then.
I think we're all good, honestly.
Well, I mean, mostly, it's purely to you. Clearly it's not a question for anyone else. It was purely asking you to ask if I'm the freak in this question.
Yeah, a little bit. But honestly, I don't think it's that bad.
I mean, it feels kind of bad. It feels real fucking bad.
Well, I mean, don't feel bad. There's no reason about feeling bad about anything, really. It's fine.
I mean, I kind of called myself out real hard. Like, there's no turning. Like, there is no turning back.
Yeah,
you definitely. I did use your. I wanted to confront it right now.
Yeah, you could have.
To bring it up, and I wanted
to. And you got your mind changed slightly. So honestly, just say that. Just be like, hey, I'm gonna just relook at this. Relooking at it's all you should do, and honestly, that's all we can expect. No need for apologies or just or
It feels like
honestly
I've
to
been
say it's that
stabbed.
bad,
It feels
because
like I've been
it's
mortally
less,
wounded from this fucking shit. Just like, it's like
because I
I'm
used
like,
your own logic against you.
yes. And the
Some
fact that,
points, yeah, that's,
I'm accepting my
I do
defeat
that.
with no,
Yeah,
because before
with
it was like I
no
was accepting
fighting.
it begrudgingly, like, nah, I've got a point, and it's like, no, I don't have a point,
No,
fucker.
you don't.
I
You're
was
just,
fighting
you
with an
just made a
inflatable
bunch of
sword
confusing statements.
that was called
You
mental
were
headcanon, which is literally the thing I hate when it comes to Twitter freaks.
right. I mean, again, it's all fine, and I don't blame you for struggling to get out of your own perspective about the thing. But again, I've been in a lot of relationships, man. I know I've been around the block. I
I know all
know
those orgies
some
you have. How
things.
many friends you get from those? You know, all those orgies you have. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
I've never been to an orgy. I've been invited to one, but I said no. I'm gonna be honest. I said no.
Okay.
I said no. Okay,
Wow.
that's that.
Wow.
You
I mean,
fucking. I'm not interested.
I can't believe you actually could admit that. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, is it really that bad of a story to say that I was invited? I mean, I did
No,
do it.
I never said it was bad. I mean,
It-
more the fact that you've actually been
It's a bit.
offered. I've never been offered. That's the surprising part. And I'm the one who
Bro,
claims to be the fucking
my school is
extrovert here.
nightmarish. You're right. My school is my school and like younger life nightmarish. You don't want to know. Okay,
So
like
I
you
have a
just want
question. You
to
want
be
to
like,
you want to stretch this out by 5 more minutes so we can fit it. We can make this a 2-hour fucking episode.
third? Oh my god, just like 30 minutes on the end credits. My god.
Yeah, kinda. Honestly, that wouldn't be exactly off the mark. Maybe it was only 20 minutes, but still.
Oh, Markiplier, Bijou
Yeah.
Mike. I'm just looking at this. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that there was gonna be like actual names that we could look at and whatnot.
Oh my god.
I don't really recognize many of these.
Googly.
The Dark Sun, Angry Pyro. I think I recognize. Susie. Nope, no, it wasn't Susie. Nope, didn't recognize him. Oh, more names. Oh god.
You know I can send, you know if you want me to, I can take a screenshot of every name and then I could give you the list and you can ask and then you can look at them later on and then we can make like a post ending comment on
Wait,
who
Grimace! Grimace was here. What?
did you know about the Grimace shake? Because apparently it's killing people.
Yeah, the Grimace shake. Alright, fucking Gothic. For some reason I've heard of them, I think. Beelzebubs.
I didn't expect this to feel like such a loss, but it really was. Like this, like
I mean,
not
I
saying
was
this
with that.
entire experience was horrible.
I
don't feel good about this. And it's not even the video quality itself. It's purely with my own self, and there's no getting over that. Or at least, like, there's no
Dissatisfaction with your own
ignoring it.
actions. Right. You gotta face your own actions, of course. You just didn't want to, like, you don't want to face the fact that you yourself can be one of the Twitter freaks.
Well, I know. I have more self-respect. What happened was the headcanon came from an earlier degeneracy that I've left behind more often than not.
And instead of like actually just like noticing that your thought
I'm not
process
so adamant
from
in
that.
leaving them consistently. Just
Oh, I'm all about technicality. That's like why I'm I'll get into it with you about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can be
Just 'cause
technical as well. I will argue with other people about rules about a game, and it's like technically no one said that I couldn't do blank, you know? Like no one did say this, or maybe it's a card game, and it says you can only use this ability in this specific, or you can use this ability in general, and then I say I can use it here, and everyone's like, and then after like a few minutes of me explaining, it's like, okay, fine.
That was
like I feel like
Grimace
this is definitely one of your
Megalomania. What?
This is definitely one of your big wins on the channel, and getting over it was definitely my win on the channel. Like out of your series, getting over it was definitely my win.
Right.
This is definitely your win over me.
Oh yeah, getting over it was definitely a win for you, because like I could not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could not.
I knew there's no way. Well, now actually, I will hold you. I have a question. If we ever set up a goal, right? Like no guarantees, right? But if we get to a certain level and we set up a goal system, would you ever take into the idea of having to complete getting over it on live stream?
Competing? Oh, like on live stream? Like just staying live until I beat getting over it.
Or until a certain time. I don't know how we would set it up. It would all come down to when we do it, but something of that in that vein where it's like we're live, unfiltered, you're getting over it, and I'm digging with you.
I feel like that would work,
that would be my favorite. That would be my favorite goal.
Alright,
but at the same time, that's only because of the fact that it would just be pure torture for you.
I will make a deal. Alright?
Okay.
This is completely bullshit, and I don't think it's gonna happen. But if even somebody even hears this, like if we make it somehow, some way, to 1,000 subscribers, if we were to make it to 1,000 subscribers, I will do a 6 to 8 hour stream where I just play Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy.
Okay.
Like on stream. That way, like, it's something we can like look forward to.
Okay.
President Barack Obama.
So.
Like, I love AIDS. I love these fucking names. I'm looking at some of them and they're just awesome.
Well, okay, we're officially 2 hours in. That's not even a joke. We're officially 2 hours in. So, you still don't want to split this in half. Like they would both be 1 hour episodes. Like, you seriously don't want to cut this in half?
It depends. If you can find a very, very fitting place.
I'll see if I can find a good spot in like around 1 hour within like 2 minutes of the 1 hour marker. I'll look around there and see if I can find anything.
Just like anywhere between 50 minutes to an hour will work, and then just leave the rest for the next.
Okay.
But if you can't find
that was a bigger window than I was saying, so honestly I'll take it.
Right. If you can find a good place to like split those that feels like not too jarring, then go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. It's funny that I'm dying on the hill of degeneracy and not the hill of, because like you wanna the secret I thought I would die on if anyone found out. I literally watched My Little Pony 6th generation multiple times over without being forced, and I honestly got into it. Now I never did anything. I never cosplayed or got really like into. But I definitely followed the series, and I was like, oh man, I'm loving this shit.
Lesbian supremacy. I mean, the gnome of your dreams. I mean, I don't really care. If you're a brony, if you like fucking My Little Pony, I really don't care, man. You can like My Little Pony.
The reason I die on it was the fact that as a kid, when I first liked it, I was like, oh no, if anyone else found out, this would be the best material to use against me.
Like this. Against me to like make fun of me or whatnot. Right, but like overall, like
that would be the hill
I never cared about that stuff. Right, I never cared about that. I'm fine.
So I'll pull up the end card.
Anyways, yeah, the end card. My God.
Do you want to know what time we're sitting at right now?
About 2 hours, 1 minute, 50 seconds.
Nope, 2 hours and 3 minutes.
Damn. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section or in the Discord server by clicking on the link in the description below or in the About section. You'll find the links to our other medias there as well. If you like this video and want more of the series,
do you want me to do the outro, or do you want me to get you later?
Um,
Cause I could do the outro, but if
Yeah.
I find like the split spot and it's like 11, right? And
Right.
it's 11. Like, do you want me just to do the outro, or do you want me to wait until the next day to get you to do the outro? You know?
I mean, I can do the outro. It's just well,
You're
one,
gonna.
you'd have to edit,
Oh
and
yes,
two, you'd
I'll edit it in. That's not the problem. It would just be
right.
purely a fact of you. It would be middle of the night. Would you be able to get up, or do you want me just to take over, or did you want me to wait until the next day?
You can do it if you want. Go
Okay.
ahead. But
Okay.
if it feels fitting enough, then yeah, I'll do it. I'd say wait, but
Okay.
overall, yeah, it's fine. Anyways, the link on the right is series. We'll be finishing this series of the 3 test games, and
Are you gonna
when
do
it
that
comes
one test
to,
game that starts with
and then on the link on
S
the
and
left
ends,
is
and the second and like
recommended.
the third word is like it starts with a P? You remember that word? You can do that. You can do that test game.
Wait,
You know,
what?
you know the game. You know the game where you find out if you're gonna break something or if you're just gonna pass. Get it? Get it?
Fucking okay, yes. We might we might try the Fate Weaver games
Okay.
after the test. I have no idea what they were, but they were with the test bundle, so we might
Yeah.
be testing those out next time. Anyways, we'll see you next time. Goodbye.